Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board. We are in the Chinook Helicopter today. We're in the island of Stornoway. Lewis and Harris, I should say. We're in the town of Stornoway. Okay, now if anyone's been following Avid Gardener or Fiona, my wife, she talked recently about when she lived up here. Her parents had a house up here, and she was also talking about Dalbeg, the beach at Dalbeg. So we're going to first go down to Orinsay and see where she used to live. And then we're going to go and check out Dalbeg Beach. So I need to raise the ramp at the back there. If you're looking down through the helicopter, it's a heavy lift helicopter. So we're going to close that back tailgate. You can't have it open for a bit at certain speeds, I suppose. Okay, take the brakes off. There we go. Brakes are off. Holding on the toe brakes. And let's get ourselves airborne. And let's get ourselves off to Orinsay. Another Chinook there, look. Okay, hovering, look, everything's looking good. Okay, we'll go off over the water to the right here. Following the taxiway. Now, helicopters are not fast, but they're tremendously useful, especially in a military role. Brilliant for getting in and out of places. The Chinook is particularly useful for getting things in and out that you need. I was recently reading Trevor Colt's book, First in Sanjin, and he did a lot of work in helicopters, medical evacuations, that sort of thing, that the soldiers would be in the back, and whenever you touch down a landing zone, the soldiers get out and they run in a circle all around the helicopter to protect it from incoming fire. And while the helicopter's reloading and what have you, and it's their job to keep the helicopter intact. Because obviously people would love to shoot them down. Right, so we're approaching the town of Stornoway itself, which is just on the nose here. Need to trim the helicopter a little bit. Now, anyone who's interested in Fiona's films can look on the map on Google Earth, whatever, and see where we are. This is Stornoway. Stornoway Airport was just behind us, obviously. And we're going to head down to Orinsay. It takes over an hour in a car. We should get there remarkably quicker. There's a castle at Stornoway, which is over here. We'll go fly over the castle on the way, and then we'll hang a left and follow the coast down that way. This is Stornoway, as seen in X-Plane 11. This is the big town. Okay, there's the castle right under the nose. I think it's a school or something like that, actually. There we are. Right. Turn overhead the castle. Start going south. Now, Dalbeg and Dalmore beaches, you go straight across over to the west, and you'll find them on the other side of the island. So we're heading south more or less now. And there's lots of these locks, inland sea locks and things, and the road, you have to follow the road way inland to cross the bridge to come all the way back. As the crow flies, it's not actually that far, but by road it's quite a yomp. As you can see, the terrain is it's like the moon, isn't it? But with rock pools and things. Okay, airspeed's up to 150 knots. That's about it really. Not going to go much faster than that. It's much better when you're following this sort of story and this sort of flight is to get Google Earth up and see where we are. This is crossing that estuary now. Obviously you can't, if you want to build a road, you've got to build the bridge at the narrowest point. Lots of remote houses out here. So I'll do this in a couple of videos instead of doing it in one long boring one. We'll go to Fiona's house, we'll sort of circle round and then land on the road or in a suitable place near to where her house was. Well, it still is there, but it's not theirs anymore. There's Orinsay and Limaway, which are two little villages with absolutely nothing there really. Quite lucky with the weather today, the weather's relatively calm. Be good if you could have two VR headsets so your passenger can sit next to you and they're looking around with their VR headset as well. Now that'd be cool. Not far now. I think it's this next one. There's another estuary coming in. Don't think it's this one, I think it's the next one. And there's the Shants, of course, out to the south. If I'm routing to the Isle of Skye or back to Stornoway from Skye, I use the Shants as a waypoint, which puts me ashore here, which pretty much ahead of me I've got what I believe to be Limaway, and Orinsay's next to it. As I say, to get here by car it'll take a lot longer. So I've got to go inland a long way to come back. Okay, start slowing the helicopter down now. Pretty sure this is Limaway, so Orinsay must be over there somewhere. Yeah, pretty sure this is it. One of my relatives was a chap called Hesketh, obviously. He changed his name to Leverhulme. Lord Leverhulme, I think he was called. Okay, so this is Orinsay, I'm pretty sure. And that's the village. You can see there's about 10 houses. Okay, so while the speed is decreasing and we're raising the nose, reducing the power and they're looking for somewhere to land. There was a disused village apparently. There's no road to it, but the village just died out in the First World War when all the men went off to war and the women couldn't keep the houses up. And there wasn't even a road going to the village. I mean, how do these people live? Back in the day, it must have been a rough life. It really must have been. Okay, so where the squiggle is in the road, the bend, I think that's where Fiona's house used to be. It's not an accurate depiction on the flight simulator, it's only a rough depiction. You get the idea. So that's Lima Way over there, the post office, and this is Orinsay here. I think Fiona said her dad bought the house. It was advertised in the newspaper for £800. I thought, wow, £800. Cost a lot more than that now. So we're really looking for somewhere suitable to land, and I think I see somewhere near Fiona's house. Luckily there wasn't much wind today, so I haven't got too much wind to worry about. Airspeed's next nicely down there. So I'll make the approach from the estuary. We'll come into land on that green bit there. This helicopter can land in water with the ramp down, and they can extract and deploy boats and marines and special forces and things like that quite quickly. We're not doing any of that today. I'm just coming in on that nice flat green bit there, and that'll be me for this video, visiting where Fiona used to live, and her mum and dad, they used to come here in the holidays. Okay. Don't think the houses look quite like this, but that's Fiona's house, the white one right in front. Brakes on, and we're down, and we can open the back gate, and the troops can get in and out. There we go, lower the back gate. Brakes on, that's that one there. There we go. Thanks for watching.